We're going to talk about being uninspired today. We're going to talk about what it's like for me to feel uninspired on several creative levels, and I wanted to give you some of my own advice on this that I've received from other people, sort of turned it into my own thing, and has definitely helped me through this moment. So many of us go through this, even if you're not an artist, or, you know, in our case, if you're watching my videos, you probably are some sort of a musician of some sort, even if you're an engineer or a producer, and you're just feeling uninspired. I want to give you a couple of pointers on how to feel about that, maybe not to tell you how to feel about it, but maybe give you some perspective on how I feel about it, and to let you know that, hey, you're not alone. Like right now, I am personally very much struggling with the fact that I'm not writing a lot of music again after doing all those Music Monday songs and then just straight up running out of gas. Like I just didn't have the energy to keep doing it. But that's not the only part of my life where I'm feeling uninspired. It's it's even what caused the idea for this YouTube video. I was sitting around, I have this list of videos that I could be making, videos I should be remaking, all this stuff, but I was just feeling completely uninspired to make those videos. And I started sitting around and thinking about what it's like to be uninspired as an artist, la-di-da-di-da. Here I am talking to you right now. Hopefully this is connecting. Actually, hopefully it's not connecting, because I really do hope that, very few of us are feeling this way right now. But if you are feeling like that, I want to tell you something, okay? So I'm going to do this with some anecdotes and some personal experience, of course, but number one is obviously you're not alone. I'm sure you already know that, but a lot of us go through it, and so it's nothing to be embarrassed or ashamed about, anything like that. But one thing I see a lot of artists doing, and I have done this to myself and learned a better way to deal with it, which is I see a lot of people beating themselves up over this, right? Like, oh, I'm the worst, I'm so not creative, and you just end up beating yourself up and making yourself feel worse about not being inspired about stuff, okay? So number one, again, you're not alone. I'm here right now with you. If you're one of those uninspired people out there, I am totally there with you right now. We obviously just got out of a rough year and all that kind of stuff. And yes, it's summer where I am, and everybody's doing all this amazing stuff. And I find myself sort of sitting here in my studio, plugging away on people's mixes, and but in general for myself feeling uninspired. So what I want to tell you guys is, if you are doing that to yourself, if you're one of those people out there who, like me, would beat yourself up over this, I would like to encourage you to try a different perspective for a few days, okay? So this basically is not very difficult. It's very easy. All you got to do is give yourself a break, not time-wise, but give yourself imagine you're talking to yourself, and imagine that you're giving yourself the advice hey, it's totally okay that you're uninspired, and don't beat yourself up over it. You will be fine. It's going to come back around. It's okay that you're feeling bummed out about it. It's okay that you feel bad about it. But beating yourself up over this is not going to make yourself more productive. It's going to make you, most of the times, it bogs you down even more. So what you should try to do, at least in my experience, this has worked great for me. Really, for everything I do, whenever I find myself being uninspired or beating myself up over something, I've started turning around and just being like, hey, you know what? It's okay. Take a break, or, but don't beat yourself up. It's okay. It's okay that I'm not inspired right now. It's okay that I'm not putting out a lot of music right now. You have to come to terms with these things. You have to learn how to accept these things and give yourself a break about it, right? Don't beat yourself up. Understand that everything in life, here comes the, really generic piece of advice, but everything in life is like waves, right? We go up, we go down. We climb the mountain, we go down in the valley. We ride the tall wave and then surf down to the bottom, right? This is how life works, people. So at least this is how my life has worked, and the people around me, this is what I have seen, okay? So I just wanted to come on here briefly today and just express to you that, hey, it is totally okay. You're gonna be fine. It's gonna come back. do not obsess over it. Try to get into something else. Like for me, I love remote controlled airplanes, for example. I like scooters and motorcycles. I spend a little bit more time doing the other things in my life that I'm interested in, just so I'm not sitting around so much and I get to do things that I like. Maybe you have a bunch of stuff that you like to do and you haven't done it in a long time. Hey, now's probably a good time to go try that stuff back out and get on your bicycle, go for a walk, play with your dog or your kids or whatever you have. You know what I mean? But just, I wanted to come out here today and tell you guys, hey, it's totally fine. Don't beat yourself up. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's worth it. You'll be fine. You will be fine. The inspiration may come back sooner than later, or vice versa. It might come back in a while, but point is, it's gonna come back. Something will come back. As a creative person, I have found that to be true 100%. And sometimes it takes years for me to get my creativity back and my inspiration back. But when it does, it's like a floodgate has been opened, and I'm always really happy and grateful. I found the energy, I get the excitement back, all of that. It's really, really great when it does come back. But in the meantime, I really, really try to just give myself a break about it. I don't beat myself up, and I just sort of like live it out, right? Just wait it out, and with this relative expectation that it will come back. You know, I know it's not good to live with expectations and all that kind of stuff, but this is one of those things. I know myself well enough personally right now to know that it'll come back one day, you know, and that's it. I just wanted to give you guys a word of encouragement out there. If you're feeling not great about putting out a ton of music or videos or whatever it is, it's okay. You know, like right now, I'm making this video because I'm uninspired to make the other videos on my very long list that I'm sure more people would probably be interested in, but I don't know. I wanted to do this because I think this is something a lot of us go through, and I just wanted to maybe give you something to listen to, some food for thought to take away from this video and to just digest mentally. Think about it, you guys. Think about it. Just give yourself a break. It's totally okay. You'll be fine. And just, you know, give yourself a little pat on the back and say, hey, everything will be all right. I'll be fine. Let's go get a beer. Peace and love, you guys.